Hello students, welcome to my channel. Today I am here to teach you class 7 CBSE's first chapter, Nutrition in Plants. I'll be teaching you the first chapter of CBSE's NCERT 7th standard, that is Nutrition in Plants. So let us have a quick revision of the things which you have studied in your class 6 or 6th standard. So children, you have come across the words like components of food, nutrients in the class 6, but still we'll revise it once. So carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals and fats are the components of food. So the carbohydrates or the carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals and fats. So all these are called as components of the food. So where do you find these carbohydrates? So carbohydrates is found in the rice which you eat. Proteins is found in the egg which you eat. Vitamins in the lots of dry fruits and the fruits which you eat. Minerals also are found in the ragi and the milk which you drink, and fats are found in the milk products like ghee, which you have in your daily food. All these are the components of food. So these components of food are called as nutrients. So all these carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals and fats, they are also called as nutrients, and which are very necessary for the organisms, for all the organisms. It might be human beings or animals or yes, it is very necessary for all the organisms. So for what it might be necessary? It is necessary to carry out all our life process like walking, talking, which I am doing now. So all these require the nutrients. So where do I get these nutrients from? So I have to have a food. Have food which contain carbohydrate, proteins, vitamins, minerals and fat, then I will get the nutrients. So if I have the food which is full of the components, that is full of components of food, that is nutrients, so if I have that food, then I will get energy to carry out all my life processes. So plant can make their own food, but animals and humans cannot. So how plants can make their own food, but animals and human beings cannot do so. So have you seen animals and human beings preparing their own food? That is not cooking, that is in the sense inside a body the food is getting prepared. So animals and human beings can't do so, but plants can do so. Animals and human depend for food on plants directly or indirectly. So if we are human beings, if we are having vegetables, fruits, so we are depending on the plants for our food. And if we are having the animal source, that is the chicken or something, so we are indirectly depending on the plants for our food, because chicken eats grains. So if we are eating chicken, then we are indirectly depending on the plants for our food. So animals and human beings both depend on the plant for their food. The only organism which prepares its own food, that is plant. Let us study how plants can prepare their own food. So let us think about it. How do these plants can prepare their own food, but we can't do so? How they will prepare? So mode of nutrition in plants, that is what is the mode, that is the form of preparing the food. How do they do so? Plants are the only organisms which make their food using carbon dioxide, minerals and water present in the surroundings. So these plants use carbon dioxide, the minerals and the water present in the surrounding. So in the surrounding we can find carbon dioxide in the air, minerals in the soil, and water also in the soil. Okay, water is also present in the soil. So all these are present in the surrounding. The plant utilizes these or uses these items, that is carbon dioxide, minerals and water, these materials, and that prepare food. Carbon dioxide, water and minerals are the raw material required for making food for plants. So what are the raw materials required, or what do a plant require for making food? Plant requires carbon dioxide, water and minerals. So these three are the important raw materials, or the only raw materials required for making food. Nutrients help organisms to grow, repair damaged parts, and give energy to carry out the life processes. As I told you, what do these nutrients do? These nutrients, why they are necessary? These nutrients are necessary for all the organisms to grow. So how do you grow? That is how you have promoted from class 6 to class 7. So you are growing, that is from class 6 to 7, that is 12 months you are growing. So how do you grow? Here if you have food, you will get nutrients. So if you get nutrients, you will grow. And if you fall somewhere and that damage has to be repaired, if you are injured, that has to be repaired. And how this is done? This is done with the help of nutrients which are present in our body and which gives energy to carry out a life process. Now you daily go to school, study, walk, play, everything. So where do you get energy from to do all these things? So you get energy from the nutrients. Okay, the nutrients, that is which are entering in your body through your food. So all these are necessary. All the nutrients are necessary for you to grow and repair the damaged part, and also to carry out all your life processes. Nutrition is the mode where plants take in the food and utilize them. So what do you mean by nutrition? Nutrition is nothing but it is a form where plants take in their food and utilize them. So they prepare their food and utilize them. So there are two types. Okay, in the nutrition you will find two types: autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. So what do you mean by autotrophic? Auto, that means self. Trophic, that means nourishment. So in this type of nutrition, organisms will make their own food by using simple substances. These organisms are called autotrophs. Okay, in which organisms will prepare their own food, okay, by using some simple substances, that is like carbon dioxide, water and minerals. So these plants are the example of autotrophs, and the nutrition which is used by the plant, that is the mode of nutrition, that is autotrophic nutrition. But when come to the human beings and animals, we take food from the plants or other animals. So we are called as heterotrophs, and our mode of nutrition is heterotrophic nutrition. So in this so children, we can get some questions in the mind like, where is food prepared in the plants? In which part of the plant is food prepared? So in which part it might be prepared? So I am telling you that plant prepare its own food. So in which part it might be preparing? How do I told that there are raw materials like carbon dioxide, minerals and water. They utilize that and make their food. So I also told you about the raw materials like carbon dioxide, water and minerals which are present in the surrounding. The plants will utilize that and make food. So even that question come to our mind like, how do they take these raw materials from the surrounding? So how do they transport all the raw materials where the food is prepared? So food might be prepared somewhere in the plant, and how do these raw material go and reach to that part of the plant? So I will answer all these questions in the next video. So please continue watching my next video. Thanks for watching today.